Alright, so I'm going to take you through the installation and setup of WorkzOwn's field service management platform. And what this is a free and open source ticketing system that allows you to manage your work, whether you're a small company, a big company, it doesn't matter. It's scalable and it can be hosted online by something like Azure, AWS, or you can run it on something as simple as a laptop or a PC if you're a one-man company like I am. So it does support plugins, which is a really big feature because a lot of the platforms that you can pay a lot of money for just dump everything they can imagine into it that somebody might need. This allows you to customize it and use it for your own purposes, um, such as project management, inventory control. I have asset management and a time clock plugin, and then a little internal messenger plugin that only works on locally hosted systems. So there's anything you can think of will be available, because a lot of the developers are actually in the service industry and they're not just developers. They actually think of what they might need to run their business, and then they can make that available to other companies that are similar to them. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. I'm going to start at the GitHub repository. Okay, so what you're looking at is the GitHub location for the WorkzOwn field service management platform that is free and open source and supports plugins. Just downloading it, and there's the files. It's about 3 megabytes, and then I'm going to extract these files into my WorkzOwn folder that I already created. And it's going to overwrite any files that are already in there from earlier. So what you need to look for now in this unzipped folder is the file called SETUP.bat, and that's the installer for the system. And you want to run this as an administrator. Now I'm entering my SQL password for my demo systems, and it's going to run through a configuration, and it's got a config file in it, so you want to load that up with a yes. It tells you what's in there, and then you just put in whatever the name of your company is. I'm just going to use uCompany for now. And then your company code is what's going to be on your tickets, and also it's used to do a lot of other things. So whatever you want on your tickets in the ticket number, you can put four letters or numbers or something. And I'm just going to hit enter all the way until it asks me for a password. I'll put in something I can remember. And then I want to save this with the yes and hit enter and enter. And what it's going to do next is create the database and install the files and modules that it needs to run. I already have SQL Server 2019 installed, so it's going to use that. If you don't have it installed, there's an installer that it's going to try to run, and if it has problems running it, then you can just run it manually, and it'll give you a prompt for that. And that was pretty painless. What it's going to do now is open up the program. It's starting the server. You want to leave these things running because that's what runs the system. When you turn it off, you won't be able to connect to it. So now I'm going to log in with that easy password that I could remember and ignore that. So I'm going to go ahead and open a ticket to show you where that company code kind of displays. You can see in the ticket number, it says ticket TKT U Compa, which is U company that I typed in when I set it up. Now, if you want to change what displays on your tickets and the console here, then get SQL Server Management Studio, and you'll be able to look at your database and make some changes and things to it as needed. Also, it helps when you're developing plugins because you can see what data is already in there and you can set up your APIs to run through those tables. So I'm going to edit the display name on this so that the name on the tickets will say something that I want it to say instead of the generic same as company name. So I'm going to put cool company in here just for testing. I'm going to have to log out and log back in. Now it says what I typed into the display name field. And when you go to print a ticket, it'll say whatever you put in that table.